Hello YouTube, and today we'll be learning about the differences between parameters and arguments by the help of building a function. So let us first build a function in JavaScript. So basically, in order to define a function, we write a code like function, and then the name of the function which we want to insert. Like, let us create a function which is function start, and then we add this curly brackets over here, and everything between these two brackets will be our content of the function. So in JavaScript there are many ways of creating a function, but we'll be looking at the simplest one. So when we do something like function start, then we can do anything within these brackets, which means that anything we put within this bracket will be executed when you call the function. So let us suppose we do something like console.log, and then the function is running. The function is running. So when we call the function, then we are going to get the output, which is the function is running. So let us call our function first. Let us call our function start. So this line of code is going to call our function, and let's see what the result is going to be. So if we run the code and we see the output, okay, we are getting the output, the function is running. So what if I want something like this function is running, but I also want something like console.log, and then like suppose we want something like to create a variable or something which we are going to use within this function, like a variable, and each time we are going to run the function, then the value of the variable is going to change continuously. So let us do something like time. Let us create a variable time. So you don't need to specify that which type of variable, what is the data type of this variable. The thing which you are going to pass in is going to be the data type automatically. Like you can pass in like an integer, a string, or a boolean. It totally depends upon you. So console.log, and let us pass a time. So if we run this function, then let's see what is going to happen. Undefined, we are getting something called as undefined, because we have on this line we have passed what is known as a parameter to the function. So this is our parameter. So when we are passing this, then our function is basically telling that I require value of the variable time, but I'm not getting it, so I'm basically declaring it as undefined. So what if we give it a value, like when we are passing the function start, then let us give a value for our time within these brackets. So let us say that the time is 9:45. So we have passed in a time in the function. Wait a second, let me pass it as a string. Okay, 8:45. So if we pass it, then we are going to get wait a second, we are getting to get two values. First is the function is running, and the second is 8:45. So basically on the line first, we have told to the computer that there is a function called as start, and it is taking a variable as an input. When we are running the function, then the function is taking in a variable whose value is not defined within the function, but when we are calling the function, then we are declaring the value of this variable. Like we have told to the computer that, hey computer, the value of this variable is going to be 8:45. So this thing which you are passing at the time of calling the function is known as argument. So this is our argument right here, and on the line first it is our parameter. So argument can be of different type, like it can also be a boolean. Let us pass a function whose name is check, and let us create a variable which will be something like function check, and then is true. Like it can be anything, it can be totally anything, it totally depends upon you that what you are going to name it. So it is our parameter right here. So it is our parameter, and we just want to give a output which will be our value of the this is true, is true. So if you want to print it, if you want to output it, then at the time of calling the function, we'll have to give it an argument. So this argument is going to be totally a boolean, because it can be anything, but we want to pass in a boolean. So let us call our function. So check, and then passing in true. I hope it's correct. Yeah, we have passed in true. So let us see what it is going to print. Yeah, it's printing three values. Firstly, the function is running 845 and true. So looking into this function, it is printing the value of this boolean, which is true. So that's all for functions. So this is known as argument. The thing which you're passing in at the time of calling the function is known as argument. And while creating a function, you basically create parameters which hold certain values which you will declare at the time of the calling of the function. And by calling function, I mean line 16. This line is known as calling the function. Okay, thanks for watching.